Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Doomsday Campaign episode 8. I'm your demon host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Adam tonight. How are you doing, Ahmed?
We are doing well. Things are fine. And Adam is still not here. There can only be one explanation. No, cannot say. No, we're good. We're good. We're
the pie scene from American Pie. It's the only explanation.
What else could it be?
It's the only explanation.
Like,
it's the
there's
only
no other
there's no
logical.
there's no other logical explanation. You know, we can get crazy here. Please keep your camera off. All right.
Yeah, no, things are good.
Yep. Looking forward to you guys coming down to Seattle. You guys are
2 weeks.
2 weeks, man. 2 weeks
Weeks
tomorrow.
away.
Yeah, it'll be good stuff.
Weeks away.
I was just chatting with Ahmed about what are we gonna do? We're probably gonna try to put the coup de grace on the Doomsday campaign around that time, and then figure out while we're all in person what we're gonna do next. Whether it's
Heroes, legends.
do you want to turn to that?
I still dream of I dreamt I was Lemmy and casting spells recently.
Wow.
Yeah. So Marty, get on it.
Get on it. Just do all the campaigns. Got it. And Adam's gonna do the train spotting.
Train spotting scene.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop in the kitchen. I'm gonna grab pizza. Because pizza.
Lucas is like, God, I almost forgot everything about that campaign. It has been a while, but there are threads that are common, or that will be tied together between all the things that I do, because why not have it all in the same Martyverse, as randomly has called it. All right, Adam, how's it going? How was your chit-chat with China?
China's China. You want to see some more art that we have in our house?
Cool. Puppies. Oh, that shit's custom. Those are your dogs.
Those are my dogs. And it's actually a little tiny me. Built to scale. Being painted as if based by the dogs.
they're the god dogs.
They're the god dogs.
And the pet human.
Yeah. We like art.
Cool. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? Last game we called Brain Dead. The party travels to Hunclay's cave north of town in search of the wizard's secrets and wealth. Inside the cave, the party finds yet another horrible creature summoned by the wizard from beyond. They dispatched this horror and return to town just in time for the summer solstice celebration, over which Zira of Lear presides. The party is hired by the caretaker to help guard the manor and catalog its contents. Grizak bonds with Sparky. Ziva bonds with Prism. Farmer Nibbles is fired from his farmhand job. Renee spends time at the forge. Fabian splits his time between learning wizardry, reading through Hunclay's books, and Ziva's affections. Vamaris, a monk of the Order of First Light, arrives to investigate the summoning of evil outsiders. On the day of the auction comes, along with the excitement of bidding on desired lots. And I think there were several things that happened that I just didn't mention in the liner notes. Important things, like you found a very peculiar book, a very large tome, written in Aklo, called the... what was it called?
No, you shouldn't be reading this.
We didn't bother looking at it during our downtime. We just hit it book. The Secrets of Dreaming Dark was the very old, massive tome, several hundred pages, bound in black leather, written in Aklo, including strange and complex char starts and weird maps, numerous breathtaking illustrations of eerie monsters and alien gods. With some pages missing and others loose in their binding, the party decided to not dig into this horrible thing, but simply hide it inside of the abbey of the goddess of...
acknowledge the eldritch horrors, then they don't exist.
Yes.
They only exist when you look at them.
Sure. So retreating to the hiding it in the basement or in the catacomb of the small and humble temple to the goddess of the moon, as well as art and poetry and music and dance.
Wonder if they allow abstract art there, because I think the aberrations might get into that sort of zone.
You put that in a place where it was easy to forget, and forget you did. During the auction, many things were sold. I have gone through Hunclay's Manor and added a bunch of gray boxes where there were once furniture, representing now the empty rooms. There were a couple of things that you did bid upon, including the aunt of Ziva and Zira, the caretaker herself. She bid on something, but you're pretty sure she bid on something on your behalf. So, Ziva won the lots thanks to the help of Fabian, who used his bardic powers to fascinate someone during the auction. I thought that was the best. That was the best use of fascinate I've seen in any edition of D&D ever.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
La la la. Hey, what happened?
Mark deserves a hero point, I think, for that use of fascinate and making that bard cool. We'll give that to him next time. Adam was the first in the call, but Ahmed was the first one actually present.
No, give it to Adam. Give it to Adam. That guy screws up all the time.
All right, fine.
My characters are gonna be fine.
So you won a lot of exotic birds, five birds, and then Prism, the one that has become Ziva's familiar. You won the magic carpet. This is not a flying carpet, but this is the carpet of Crate Pit that resets.
Yeah, cool.
Once per day, basically a crate pit in carpet form. You won that one. Zero won that one for 800 silver. The observatory lot, which includes the regular star chart, some rare astronomy tomes, 2 handheld telescopes, a large telescope, and the broken homunculus doll. That went for 5,000 silver pieces, won by the caretaker herself. You also hid Hunclay's summoning journal, although I don't know where it is, because it wasn't stooshed with the secrets of dreaming dark. So one of you has the summoning journal on you, or it's in your. I
think that was the thing we gave as evidence to the monk.
No, the monk. You didn't give it to me. The monk just he
showed it to the
just
monk.
copied. Yeah, he was just so Vamaris just copied notes. He's like, this demon was summoned here, dead. This demon was summoned here, locked. Like that. That's all he took.
You could have easily during downtime put that with the other book.
Yeah, with the DC friggin' 12 hide check. Nobody will ever find it.
No one will ever find the book you hid in plain sight.
In the public library.
What are these
for books?
labeled "Do not touch magic secrets"?
Under D for demon. No one will find it here. Okay. Under B for book. I just caught that one. That one went into the buffer, and it took a moment. Okay. Now, nearing the end of the auction, there's still some minor items left, and then, of course, what the party wants to bid on is the manor and grounds themselves. They've pooled together a bunch of their money, and they're gonna try to bid on buying the house. The caretaker seemed to like the fact that her nieces want to live in her town. Plus, you guys have been super helpful, solving the kobold problem, discovering that Hunclay was dead, going into exploring the ruins of the witch tower. Cataloging and uncovering the evils of Hunclay, going to his cave and facing more evils. You guys are starting to, at least in the caretaker's eyes, build up quite the reputation. To those in the town as well, they do not mind having the elvish presence that is really approachable, I suppose.
Hero Grizak for service.
Zira did a good job at overseeing the festival of.
I was not negligent in my duties, no matter what they say.
Right, you may have annoyed the abbot a little bit by not being around, but it all came together in the end. As
roll 19 on your diplomacy at the end, your oratory.
Now we fast forwarded a month. This is the full moon, 1 month after the summer solstice, and we are in the middle of the auction for the contents of Hunclay's Manor. And at one point, when you were nearing the end of the lots, like there are a lot of some of his components got broken up into smaller chunks. There are some lots with just like endless furniture lots from different rooms. There was a lot of like his hoarder supplies that you guys said in the basement. Those big rooms with like all the supplies that you'd ever need to maintain and maintain a manor. Those things got broken up into a lot of smaller chunks. So that people from the town could buy them.
I understand. Hunclay was actually from D20 Modern, where he had a wealth score, so anything below a certain value he just had. That's where he's from. He's from D20 Modern.
You know what? That thought crossed my head while I was looking at this. I'm like, it's just like this stuff he just has. You guys have also guarded, even though he's having a really hard time today, Mazatec is just wincing and whining and humming and hawing each time more of the manor is being sold. He's still not used to, even though it's been a month, the concept of his master not returning.
Or maybe he will. Dun, 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 dun.
No, dun.
One man in a strange felt hat.
Go get him, fun boy, get him.
So just call him Man in Hat. It's got a feather. It's got a feather in the felt hat. You can't quite see from the token.
Mr. Hatman.
You saw him around, like he's just a face in the crowd that you seem to recognize, but you've never really talked to him. He kept to himself during the celebration. You've seen him here and there, but you just never had a chance to interact with them. But each and every one of you hasn't had a chance to interact with them. Like perhaps he's kept his distance, or he is.
Is this the Clint Eastwood looking dude?
He is the Clint Eastwood looking dude in the hat.
Sweet.
He, at one point, said out loud, and Zira and Ziva and Grizak heard this because they were sitting close, was, "Where is it?" And he was looking at the pamphlet where all the lots were, and he took his little paddle with his number on it and shot it down, and he exclaimed in frustration to the crowd. He seemed to be under a bit of duress, and he exclaimed something along the lines of,
"I'm about to be mugged."
No, you will suffer my master's wrath or something along those lines.
It was really, really aggressive.
"Very well.
Fast.
I must deliver this bad news to my employer immediately. I bid you all a good day." And he stormed out of the amphitheater with an awkward silence in his wake. There was a gnomish lady. She's the one with the pink hair and the massive eyebrows. You've seen her talking to the priest, of the god of trade, and she actually kind of fills the awkward silence for a moment, and says, "I suspect that he didn't mean the last part." People start chuckling at that. He got up and started stalking away. That's when Vimaris and Renee went stalking after
We're
him.
both like, "Oh no, this is not how this goes."
Right. So
This is why I was training all my life.
I just want to see. Okay, so you were sitting. It's kind of standing's probably in action, and then you took 2 strides towards the door. Given that it appears like you want to get him, so he stood up. At this point, you didn't really. He wasn't triggering kind of initiative yet, but when he said something aggressive, and then strode out.
But Mars would have
So
grabbed him
he
as
can-
soon as he got there. Mars would have grabbed his ass.
So he can do 3 strides to your 2. So go ahead, Renee. 1 action, I'm assuming, is standing up, and then that's 1 stride, and 2 strides, and then Vimaris, give me your 2 strides at your insane speed. No, you got to go around the corner a little bit there.
Oh, sorry.
He's immediately
Although,
inside.
unless you want to count that corner as a difficult terrain, or you could do an acrobatics check to do like a backflip off of one of the stages.
Is this fine?
That's fine. Yep. Okay, so the monk Renee moves quicker than Grinthark. The elvish monk has a 50 speed, I believe.
Yeah.
Are you level 3?
He's level 3.
Yeah.
How much monk speed is that, and how much other stuff is that?
There's a lot of other stuff and not much monk speed.
It's 30. It's 30 for elf. I think there's the elven ancestry feat, and then the third level feat to give him 40, and then he's got 10 for
10
monk.
foot. And then there's other stances that give me more movement.
So Renee plodding along at 20 in armor.
All right.
Zoom!
The man in the hat seems startled as you go whisking by him. He does have on his person what looks like a wand and a knife. But he stops and says, "You don't want any of this, boy." He says "boy" to you in a way that suggests that he knows that you're elven, but he also knows that you're a younger elf.
You do not make these threats and walk out.
Okay.
Stay where you are.
Initiative.
No.
Get your ass over here. I ain't got a lot of AC.
I have created a proper initiative sheet. So if you go to combat sheet,
We have combat
and I also, I think I created an XP sheet in the same combat sheet.
Well, you just sort of make it up in this, don't you?
No, there's a range based off of your average party level, and then given that you guys have completely doubled your party, it actually says I'm supposed to give you the same XP and everyone gets it. I'm going, nah. When you double the party, you're having the XP. So there is a nice.
Nah.
That doesn't seem right. I know maths. It's like, oh, the 8 guys beat up 1 goblin. Everyone gets equal XP versus 8 guys beat up the same god. Oh, I just can't do it.
Okay.
All right.
At some point, just adding more heads for punching.
Okay, so this guy, I'm gonna have to convert on the fly. Initiative is increased by your wisdom and your level.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Which is funny because usually these builds will all be text-based.
Angry Man in Hat is a plus 12 to his initiative.
Plus 12.
Plus 12.
All right. Let's hope he's a priest. Beat his ass.
Looks like Renee and Vimaris are basically joining initiative. The rest may come running over in a moment, but and now I only need the D20 rolls.
13 for Renee.
Okay.
14 for. Here, I'll put mine in. Vimaris.
For Vimaris.
14.
Okay, I'll let everyone else basically go at 1. It's kind of like representing that they didn't go running out of the. All right, the Clint Eastwood-looking guy. Ah, for fuck's sake!
Critical fail.
Oh, he rolls a 1.
Oh, he also falls prone.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
All right.
Oh, Renee, get your ass over here.
Now...
Get your ass over here, Renee, quick.
Okay. This guy with a knife, he's got some interesting looking clothing.
His
hands are empty. Or is he armed? That's a
He
big difference.
has a dagger and a wand at his belt.
And I can't take AOs. Actually, Marty, can I make my attacks non-lethal? with the stance. Well,
I don't know how
certain?
I don't know about the bleed thing.
It's only if it's a crit. Only if it's a crit will that happen. Yeah, if I can do non-lethal, I'm gonna go ape shit on him, or gorilla, or tiger shit on him. So
I'm more afraid of ape shit than I am of tiger shit. I might be more afraid of tigers than I am of apes, but the poop part, one of them's going to be coming with much greater velocity.
Look at this guy. He knows his biology.
Okay, Vamaris, you're the first to go.
Yeah, Vamaris is going to start slapping this man with his tiger claw. So Vamaris
do you
takes
have
a
to
wide
take
stance.
do you have to take an action to?
Oh,
enter
you're
your
right.
stance?
You're right. I do have to take an action for that. Tiger stance.
The surprise of its voice brings
Yeah, it's
fear
fine.
to my cockle.
There's still going to be a lot of fun happening. Basically, I have one less attack on him.
You're not going to hit with the last one anyway with his friggin' plus 12 AC from...
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, one action. So, I take a tiger stance, and then I'm going to flurry. Or not flurry, it's called... what is this thing called? Let's see. Flurry of blows, yes. Then I'm going to attack again. So,
Okay.
how about the... with the Mars, he's doing unarmed strike of +9. Good luck to me. 1d20 plus 9. 2 times.
Is it 2 times or is it +9 +4?
The flurry is 2 attacks.
He gets 2 attacks on his first one?
Yeah, on the first. So what's his AC?
He just got slapped.
His AC is pretty good because AC goes up with level.
Yeah, I know.
But the armor stuff all goes down. Like his items are nowhere near as powerful.
Yep. He. Give me a second. Okay. So that's. And then Dex still applies, right?
I don't know if
Is
he's
he flat-footed?
I don't know if he's...
Depending on his class, is that shit still apply?
Nope, I don't think it's a thing. Okay, he has an AC of 24.
That's smacked 2 times.
Okay, and the third hit.
He's being snapped around.
So the third one, the third one is. So this is my.
Is that including penalties for flurry? Is that a thing anymore?
There's no penalties.
Okay.
Let me read that again, just because I don't want to be a liar. Frequency once per end, make 200 both hits. Same creature combine their damage and enhancement for purposes. Doesn't say any negatives. No negatives for this. Yeah. Does he have any resistances?
What do you mean?
Does he? If he has any resistances or weaknesses?
Nope.
No. Okay. My second attack, second action, is a miss, but I do get to hit him twice.
Yep. Describe how you're punching him or hitting him.
Right. So the first thing that Vamaris does is he gets in a low stance with his legs really wide. His hands drop down like this, but upside down, like.
In the briefest
claws?
moment when he turned his head to look to see Renee following him out, it's when there was this opening, and you're now clawing
Went
at
down
him.
and basically started
He scrambles back from
scratching.
you. Yeah.
So that's
You're in your tiger stance.
yep. It's
Hello Kitty.
2d8 plus 4, so it's 4d8 plus 8.
Cool. Plus 1 hand wrappings. That's why, right?
Yes. So 27 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Is now only a 20 is a crit, right?
Correct. Oh no, beat 20 or beat the AC.
Or
by
10 or beat the AC, yeah, which is 20 in my case right now.
Yeah.
27 damage.
Yeah, just figuring out his hit points. Okay.
We know he's not just a commoner because he would have 8.
You got a staff, you got a wand, and
All right, he seems very surprised at this as he's being clawed by your tiger stance, and he's twisting back from you, and it looks like Renee that he's reaching towards his wand.
Well then, that is Renee's turn.
It is not. It's Renee's turn.
It's Renee's turn right now.
Okay, so Renee was going to move up to him.
Right, so Renee in his armor just comes trudging up to him.
He's going to punch him in the back of the head with the pommel of his shield because he hasn't drawn a weapon yet.
He is now flat-footed.
All right, it's the expert heavy shield boss. Is what's being thunked into him. And my bonus.
Foxfire!
I miss, but I'm in there.
Yeah, he expertly dodges your shield bash like he kind of expected it. It's these fast tiger claws that seem to be giving him a really hard time. At this point, I think he might cast a spell. He can sense that Renee has got some fighting power to him, and let me just look up an appropriate spell for him to blast the two of you with. What is that spell that Grizak always uses?
Oh, Electric Arc?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But you know what? It causes an attack of opportunity or reaction.
Yep.
Causes a reaction.
I know a fighter.
And I know a fighter who's 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so you don't know what you're doing. He's going to step away from Renee, and
Okay.
you notice that he reaches into his shirt as he is uttering a spell. It has a somatic and verbal casting. However, the electricity that is now flowing out of his other hand, pointing towards the two of you, there's one zap that bops off of Renee, and it goes right off your breastplate and zaps towards Vimaris. The DC of this was 10 plus level plus caster. So the reflex DC of this is 22, and the damage is 14 electricity.
Okay, so
Okay.
time to make the saving throw.
Time to reflex. 7.
Renee now has +1 armor, which is +1 on all the saves.
What's the DC of this at 22? I didn't make it. Yeah, I didn't make it.
When it says heighten and in brackets a number, that's the level of the spell, or that's the...
Does it go brackets number, or is it brackets plus?
It's saying heightened 7th, heightened 5th, heightened 3rd. Is that as per a 3rd level spell, or is
Yeah,
that...
when it's a 3rd level spell, it does this. When it's a 5th level spell, it does that.
Okay,
When it's a
so
7th.
it should have only...
If it does heighten +1,
Yep.
that means every +1 extra level, but from the base.
Okay,
add
so
that.
he did 1d6 less then. He did 11 damage.
Okay.
11 damage.
All right, I will take 11 damage.
On a chinny chin chin.
I need to.
Okay, he seems surprised. He seems surprised that the two of you are still standing. Did you make your reflex save, Ahmed?
Yeah, I failed. 14.
Okay. Oh, did any of you critically fail? The DC is
No.
22, so 12
No.
or less that you critically failed. Okay. This was almost like instinctual, like he just sort of threw off the spell. I don't think any of you guys have the right skill feats or skills to know what kind of caster he is, so it is
If he was a
now...
crafter, I might know what kind of craft he is.
Which are you?
All right, so now we've got everyone else in
Did he have to pull something out? Is he waggling around holy berries? Does he have a little carving in his hand?
He reached inside of his shirt and touched something when he cast his spell.
Oh, I don't know, but there's a power for that. Apparently he's got that power.
Oh, he's got his hand in his shirt.
He's got heartburn. He's doing the Napoleon
Yep.
thing. He's a
Interesting.
Okay, so Zira and Ziva and everyone else kind of goes, oh, as they hear spell casting and
Yep.
can hear shouting, and there are
And the
people
tiger.
out here. Like, there are lots of people that turned out for the auction. There are porters bringing stuff and furniture. Like, this place around the Belheim Commons is packed full of people. There are people like doing secondary auctions, like I didn't want everything in the lot and they're selling it off. Yeah, people go scattering as he basically casts magic in the thoroughfare.
I'm pretty certain he attacked us with magic first.
All right, Zira, Grizak, Grinthark, Ziva, Nibbles, Fabian, Mazethek. Mazethek is just sitting on the bench going, oh, no. He's still just bemoaning what was going on. Fabian seems concerned, and he basically spends his time coming up to Ziva, and he's like, what was that?
Zira's gonna stand up and... if I can... the wrong... Multiple computers at the same time. Inefficient.
Grinthark is basically standing up and doing a double move. Hey man, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Hey, nice hat, man. It's pretty nice.
This man here has ill intent on the people. He's very violent and casting spell at me.
Oh man, that's good.
And Vamaris scratches like a girl.
It looks very strong. It's like his fingers are not moving. They're locked in place. Okay, so Zira comes running out. Who else wants to participate? Grizak, are you running out as well, or are you just sitting there?
I want the house.
Gets up. Actually, there's the fucking barn. So it's I guess, an action or a
Action to stand up. Yep.
action stand up. There we go. There's one. Oh wait, no, it's not even one. There we go. One. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You not do that when you're standing behind me.
Vamaris.
The view.
This is really low. Morris is going to 5-foot step. Oh yeah, I'm controlling him, correct? And slappity slap. Can I delay till Renee gets there? Like step, wait for Renee to get there, and then do my flurry.
You can delay.
Delay till Renee gets there to do my flurry.
You would delay till after Renee.
But
Because
before,
5 foot stepping is nowhere near as powerful as it used to be. Like, you don't need the 5-foot step.
okay, I don't
You're
need to.
delaying.
I'll
You're
delay-
delaying your whole
I'll-
turn.
I'll-
Otherwise, you're
I'll
waiting in action.
I'll delay my whole turn for Renee.
Okay, so Vamaris is delaying, and you're going to go after Renee. Let me drop your initiative to 17. Basically, it's like you roll it twice.
I think now we would go to the same. Because when players are on the same pip, they choose.
Oh yeah, the same, and the tie goes to Renee. Okay. Renee?
Renee's gonna walk in behind this guy.
Okay, he doesn't take any reactions. He seems pissed.
We got that priest here. We'll sort this out later. He'll draw his hammer.
Surrender. Surrender.
And we're gonna whap him one because he attacked me, like real attack, not just like funsies attack.
I'm defending myself. Stranger danger.
AC 22.
AC 22. You hit the man in the in the strange hat. Renee, give me a perception check.
All right. 13 damage.
13 damage definitely hurts him. He's now at 40 damage, and he's not bloodied.
So keep hitting him. 14 perception.
You thought you heard weird metal. Sorry, you thought you felt hard something clink against your hammer, like something was really hard when you hit his clothing. Like his clothing was studded, but to your eyes, the clothing is not studded.
Illusion.
You struck someone wearing studded leather, and he's not wearing studded leather.
Trickery and magic. All right, that was move, draw, attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's Vimaris. That delayed just a moment to set up a tactical position. Like Renee probably appreciates that with his fightery mind.
Yes.
Yep.
Vimaris now down low is now slashing with his
Scratch
hands.
him! Scratch him!
No.
2 critical misses. Vimaris slips a little bit into some muck and ends up just sort of slashing at the air and has to put his hand down on the ground and recovers quickly.
Somebody has to be Mark.
And then you've got a third attack or a third action.
That's a second action, actually.
You get a second bet.
Yeah. That first one is your flurry.
Oh.
Then this guy kind of bumps you while you're down, and you end up missing. And the last one, you just sort of recover your stance, and you're like down low and bobbing around.
Well, the third and the fourth strike were not bad. The first two were just I accidentally did the splits. Oh!
Okay. All right, he can cast that, or he can use a power. Let's have a look.
Your last warning. I forgot my own voice. Fuck. Your last warning. Nope.
Imagine the grumpy man.
Give me a sec.
He looks really pissed and concerned, and there's like a torrent of emotions, and plus you're now hitting him and doing lots of damage. He is
That
going
was your
to...
last warning.
He kind of scoffs what you just said, like he shook it off.
He knows we're shitting him now. He knows we're full of shit.
I need to look up how many actions this particular thing is.
Please be a 10-minute ritual. Blow up the candles and the incense.
Oh boy.
They certainly nerfed teleport. It's nowhere like there's miss on all of it. It's like plane shift.
Okay. It doesn't tell me how many actions it does. He is turning into an eagle. It is a feat called Wild Shape.
I am so confused. I was hitting a man with metal studs, and he's wild shaping.
No, hard studs.
Hard studs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got bone studs or something. Egg keg armor. Oh, by the way, the Baltic egg keg armor looks fucking cool. That's a nice sprite there.
You can cast animal form, so I'm assuming it's like animal form then.
Can cast animal form, then that's a... See if there's
it
a
is
manipulate.
a somatic and verbal casting. Okay, so which means he can do something else.
Okay.
Which
He
means
probably wants to not get punched, would be my guess.
yeah. So he's going to actually, you know what? He is going to allow himself to get punched. So he is turning into a bird in front of you, and he's going to fly away.
He's casting a spell in front of me. So I will try to disrupt the spell by whacking them in the face.
Is there disrupting in this game now?
I believe so.
It's not a spell, but it's a power.
Disrupt. Oh. Yeah.
Interrupt,
Nope.
maybe?
Interrupt. Maybe. I don't know. I know that AOs caused by spells do cause.
See disrupting spells on page 196.
I don't know.
196.
I will commence with the whapping first.
I think you only get a whap when he flies away.
If
I honestly
you
don't
take
think
damage,
this is a feat and a power, so I don't think it's a spell.
But if it has a somatic component to it,
The thing is, it doesn't.
if you take damage that is equal to or greater than your level, spell
to
is
cast a
lost.
spell to shift your form,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Okay, no, fuck that. He's gonna 5-foot step away from Renee, and he's going to then turn into a bird.
oh, but
But
28. He doesn't want to get whapped by Renee.
Okay,
Oh,
so he takes a step
Yeah.
back from Renee, and as he's turning, there's some twisting of his bones and shifting. His face turns into that of a great hawk, and he is now just beside the monk in the tiger stance.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this again.
Which then brings us to Zira, who has crested the corner and is now looking at what's going on.
What's going on?
You turn around the corner to see a guy getting slugged by Renee and and turning into a bird.
Huh. We are going to command.
Oh no.
We're going to. But first, we're going to have to. Yes. Command. Command. Command is a terrible name for a spell. It's everywhere. I just need to see how many actions it is. Because I might not be able to do it. Because I don't just caress my holy symbol in the middle of public events just constantly. Oh, precious holy symbol.
Oh, something that Atlantis had.
Oh, I get it. Wild shape doesn't actually allow you to turn into animal shape until you have the animal shape power, which then allows you to cast animal form. Ah, I see. And when you use it this way, it's always heightened. That's fine. He just wants to get away.
Okay. So,
It is a spell.
Zira pulls her holy symbol out and double moves forward. Because great stuff. Do the thing. Wah. But I would totally
Okay.
believe that Grizak fondles his good berries while in public.
My holy berries are something else.
All right, Grizak. So that guy's over here. I can hit him from there. Ghost touch. Sorry, ray of frost. So I'm trying to hit his taco. Do you have a taco? Ranged.
What's the range of rage? Is Ray of
60 feet. It's without even extending it, it's 60 feet. Yep, here we go. Here we go. The round of rolls of awesome fun begins.
Yeah, mouse.
He's going to 20 foot, move 20 feet
Okay.
forward.
His gear got absorbed into him. And he's actually a medium-sized, like...
He's a big bird.
He's a medium-sized, like, falcon of war. It's this horrible thing.
How does grapple work here?
It's an athletics check.
So Zira moved forward and did what?
She moved forward. She double moved forward and pulled out her holy symbol because she was too far away for her command spell.
Okay, Grizek.
Grizak
Grizak
fired a ray of
fired
frost and
moved
shot
to-
it to nothingness.
Okay. Grinthark. Grinthark, I think, is going to set up a flank. Pulling a dagger. Can you? You're just going to move around him. Setting up a flank.
And stab him.
He's going to stab the guy.
We are your regular neighborhood psychos. And how does that animal form interact with the AC?
The spell gives you a new AC, which is actually 2 higher than what he had.
That's a good spell.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's pretty powerful. So, Grinthar comes over with one of his magical silver daggers in hand.
It'll be close. He has AC 24. Does he have a plus 11?
Let me check. His
AC 24 flank.
It's plus 9. He gets AC 22, and then he's flat-footed, so his AC 26 drops to 24. So Grinthark missed. He had to move
How much did he miss by?
2.
Fuck.
Yeah, the bird flaps a wing in Grinthark's face, and Ziva is still just inside being holding Fabian's hand and worried. We should go out there. Nibbles has had enough. Nibbles is double moving out with his big ass axe in his hand and just basically double moves beside Grizak.
Yeah, get over there, Dina.
Drakester, how's it going? Mazatec is just having a really sad day. Renee.
Well, Renee is going to step in, I guess, and power attack? Or do I just hit him on
I think hitting him is good enough.
just hitting him 2 times? So we're just gonna take a couple of swings at him, see how that goes.
Swing better.
Swing, bada, swing,
Mm-hmm.
bada. I did take swipe to my power, which I cannot use. Okay. I could swipe. I could swipe into. I could hit. It's like cleave. I've got cleave. I could cleave into like. the
Swipe right. What you doing?
Yes, I am. Monty. Monty's asking me why my audio is so terrible. AC 30.
What the fuck? Okay, so you swipe with your warhammer. The bird, you hit the bird with a bone crunching sound. It kind of tumbles over, but then gets back up for 12 damage. Or no, that's the second swipe.
Yep. 18 damage.
Oh, okay. He's bloodied now. It's gonna suck. Vimaris.
All right, Vimaris, you piece of shit. All right, let's do this.
Grinthark has set up the flank for you.
27. There's
27.
one hit.
Yep, one of your claws misses and just kind of touches really hard feathers, and then another one.
Nope.
Demon Lord Nemes, you're gonna break some spines.
2d8 plus 4. Yep. 18 damage.
Wow, okay. Clawing at him for 68. That's another 76. He is incredibly hurt. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Oh, yes, we've got Adam's real voice back.
Oh, come on.
There we
and then
go.
I found a quicker way. Like, I fought with this thing. I think I found a quicker way to refresh these things.
I was torn between the inconvenience of putting my face up in a different location, and but I mean I was actually using my home computer for all the game stuff and just audio and video through the laptop.
Got it content, I should be able to just go Adam M. Why is this? Oh, maybe it's when it's not live. Weird.
Sounds like the
quick way is not the quick way anymore. Nope. Stupid.
That is the way I've ever seen.
Oh.
Hello, Adam.
Hello. How are you doing?
Demon Lord, how's it going? All right,
Yeah,
so
Demon Lord.
you've crunched this guy again. He kind of squawks in his bird form. He just wants to get away from you assholes at this point in time, so he's going to take a single step action away from Renee because that hammer is hurting. And then he starts to fly away, and he is striding at 40 with his fly and 40 with his fly.
Well then,
I'm going to back him up about 10 feet. We'll say he's 10 feet off the ground at this point.
well, guess who could? I know somebody who could punch him in the.
Whoa! these large wings.
He's 10 feet off the ground?
He takes some air. Yep, he is 10 feet off the ground. So there's a square between you and him. That was the Angry Man in the Hat. He was just trying to fly away. Zira.
Well then, I think Zira is going to move, and now.
Is he just out of range for the command?
Shut up. Yes, he's just out of range for the command, but he might not be out of range of fear.
Wait, that's not good.
You know what, Drakester? I've been forcing myself through the first season of the original Star Trek.
The first season is.
There are a couple of gems in that season. The
Yeah.
rest is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
I like the episode where Spock was like his first command, and he's trying to do the super logic.
No, he's talking about next gen.
I know, but we're both watching Star Trek out of all the universe of things that.
Okay.
And there's a lot of shit that I forgot as well. That was the point. Let me have my conversation.
I love Luke Skywalker. I love Luke Skywalker in those
do
episodes.
your power. I was giving you time.
But I wanted to talk about Star Trek.
Okay.
Data's my favorite.
Delaying.
Data.
And Star Trek did The Purge first.
Yeah, for sure. The Purge is an episode of Star Trek.
The Return of the Archons first season. I'm like, this is The Purge. And it actually links to that movie in the Wikipedia page for the episode.
Oh yeah,
1967 bitches, or 66 or whatever.
you know, I think the original Star Trek, for me, that stuff's amazing. We're going to daze him. Make a will save.
Okay. Let me just check. So he's probably at this level got a +1 on his will save, +1 because of his armor. That's 2. His wisdom plus his level. He's got a pretty good will save.
Roll a 1, get slowed.
Roll a 1.
31 on his will save.
There's a 1 there.
There is 1 in that roll.
All right. Grizak. Although he's really hurt.
Okay.
They're like
He saw
drops of blood
He saw the guy fly that way.
Yep.
Can
around this house.
Grizak go like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. And can I see?
You can't see him. There's a house in the way.
No. But can I see like over here
Where?
through this, like through this,
Yes.
through these built? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ready an action as soon as he comes by. I'm gonna electric arc his ass.
Is it an activity to electric arc, or is it a single action?
I
Oh,
don't
wait,
think
hold
you
on.
can ready a spell
60?
like that.
Yes,
Well,
you're
you can ready
right.
a single action. You cannot ready an
No,
activity.
I
So if you're
cannot
still
ready
in
an activity.
action, then you can.
You're right. You're
Has to
right.
be
You're right.
One cat, like
So
one.
Grizak's he goes here, and Grizak's gonna go. Wait, hold on. He's trying to go that way. So Grizak will cut him off.
I probably should have sound bursted him, because I could have got him that way.
Grizak's trying to fly like.
Is Sparky with you, or did you leave him in the stands?
Sparky would be. Isn't he like in my
Yeah,
pouch?
he can be in your pouch. Yeah, he's small enough that you can carry him around.
Can't Sparky attack?
You can spend an
Charge.
action to make your minion spend 2 actions. So no.
No, not right now. But he can.
He can, instead of you spending the action, you could do the Oogie Boogie to give him a spell, and then Sparky could go deliver the spell for you.
Right. So I could move and put the spell into. So I could move.
Okay, so you coming out of the alleyway going caca causes the bird to start veering away from you. It does not want. Grinthark, he has a dagger in his hand, so he might as well move. Does he move 40?
So you can keep up with the guy.
He could then move another 40 and throw his knife at him.
Achoo!
All right, give me a d20 plus 9.
I mean, you got this?
Yeah, sure.
AC 26.
Can I? Can I?
Yes, something like that.
Ow! My brain hurts.
All right, Ziva is still just holding hands like, we gotta go out there.
If we must.
She moves at, I think, 25 or 30. 30? So
She moves at 35.
35?
Yeah. I thought she also took the speed.
No, she took the I know how to use bows.
Oh, Zero took the speed, but she wears armor all
You
the
know
time.
what? I see a big bird that everyone's flying after. I'm going to take out my magic bow. Or Ziva's going to take out her magic bow. Prism is coming along for the ride. Sitting on her shoulder, squawking. Now that she's happy that it's now technically owned by its master. Nibbles. I don't know what we're doing out here. Why are we attacking the bird?
I don't know. We're going hunting. Yeah.
That bird is that bird was casting spells at Renee and Valmus.
Fabian is going to rush out.
Get the penguin.
And slows down a little bit when he sees Grizak there. Mazazek is still having a little cry. Renee.
Oh, Renee, you slow bitch.
Renee triple moves. This will not go well.
Okay, Renee comes running with his warhammer and his shield.
Renee triple moves and is holding his shield up like something to jump off of.
Got it. Nice. I know what you're doing. Nibbles laughs. Vimaris.
Run over there. I don't need your I can just reach him, right?
He's 10 feet up and you get 5 feet higher.
Oh, let's get on that shield. Let's get on that shield and can I attack him midair?
I think there is an acrobatics check probably involved in doing this. I think acrobatics, or is it athletics
difficult is
for
it
jumping?
a monk.
I think.
Oh, hold on. Can I just jump that crap?
Here. Let's take a look. I think the jump DC is like really, really high.
For 5 feet?
Yeah.
Wait, wrong character. Here we go.
If you had 5 foot vertical, you would be in the NBA, even as a very short man, because you would be dunking.
High jump. If you move at least 10 feet, roll a DC 30 acrobatics check and attempt to leap vertically.
No, but Mars doesn't have any of those.
Success, you leap a vertical distance of 5 feet. Okay. Long jump, however, is only DC 5 plus the total distance in feet you're attempting to move during your leap.
10?
Given that Renee is giving you a platform, I'm going to say that you're trying to jump 10 feet. So your DC is 15. You
This is
used an action
acrobatics?
to provide your shield. Did you use an action to steady your shield like this, or did you just kind of
triple move?
Okay.
This is all he could do to get into the position.
All right, because you're jumping off of Renee, the DC is 20. He's not actually providing you, like, he's just sort of holding up his shield a little bit. It's not
It's
like
going
he's
to
ready
look
to shield.
cool. It'll be
Yep.
cinematic and shit.
DC 20 to jump up there and to be able to attack.
Okay, now is that
Man in the hat.
acrobatics or athletics?
This is a athletics check.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, the monk basically jumps on top of this half-cocked shield off to the side. He stuck his foot right on top of the boss, and then is coming in towards the bird.
I'm gonna do my
The
flurry.
bird's flapping its wings, trying to get away. That was a move, and a jump is a double move action. So you'll only have a single action left.
Which is a
Flurry
flurry.
is a single action.
And your flurry is a single action. So, Tiger Claws.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
Hit his AC twice.
yeah, those two double ones. Everyone's like, this never worked out this well before.
Brady is a cool guy. I got jumped up.
All right, so let's do this.
All right, that is fairly impressive.
There's a flying thing and a fucking bird.
23 damage. It's okay.
99. Okay, so you jump, you claw at the bird. You've got fistfuls of feathers that are kind of weirdly disappearing as you're ripping them off of him. The bird is now tumbling to the ground. It is was this lethal or was this lethal?
All this was on non-lethal.
Okay, so he was unconscious, then he tumbles to the ground, which means he then takes 10 real damage, which means he's got 1 dying.
He's dying one.
He's 0 hit points and 1 dying. Yep.
What a wimp.
As the bird just basically tumbles to the ground beside Grinta.
Nice shield.
Hey, nice jump. So you got that point there, Mad Ups.
His initiative then moves ahead of... Apparently they have redone the dying rules. I haven't seen where the PDF lives for that errata, but we'll play with the dying rules that are in the book until we do. I watched a tiny bit of the official Paizo stream today, and they redid dying rules. So Zero, what are you doing? This bird man, there's this crumpled up large raptor-like bird that is crashed into some
She's going to move and cast Stabilize.
into a cart. Okay, stabilize returns him to 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Does it remove any of the dying?
Actually, it might, because it might. Let me check to see if it got heightened. It eventually does. I just don't think it does yet.
Welcome,
Yeah, no, it's
Party
at,
RPG. Thanks for the raid, guys. Welcome to the channel. We are playing some Pathfinder playtest.
I'm getting raided. Covet your women or something. Welcome.
Okay, so we are looking at, as you joined during the most exciting part of us looking up how dying works.
Don't worry, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, exactly. So the monk basically jumped onto the fighter's back, using him as a platform, and launched with his tiger stance into the druid or you're assuming druid, that turned into this massive eagle and swiped at it, causing the eagle to crumple up and hit the ground really hard. Zero, the priestess of Lear, steps forward and evokes a power from her goddess to stabilize the poor soul, who is now sort of in this weird shifting form, half between bird and man. Oh man, fucking funny. It's a Birdman, man. Grintark's laughing at it as he's striding forward to pick up his silver dagger. I think we're out of combat at this point in time. If you guys want to take actions, it's fine.
We're gonna go disarm and sit on the man while he wakes
Nibbles
up.
walks up to it with his oversized axe. Do you want me to put it
No.
no.
I don't know what's going on. We're going to figure out what's going on.
You want me to zap him? I'll cook him
Renee,
real good,
what's going
yeah.
on?
Hey, Sparky!
Grizak, the dirty dwarven druid, wanders over, causing sparks between it. His little elemental, his lightning elemental, basically flying around the sparks that he's creating from his cantrip. It looks like Harvey Birdman at this point. Yeah, it's kind of like, and there's weird magic that's flowing from the hat. Like the hat is coming out of the bird face, and there's all sorts of
We're
weird
gonna pull
polymorph.
that hat off first.
Okay, Renee just basically pulls in and pulls the colorful feather off of this guy's head. The hat kind of like in this sickening pop goes, and he is transforming back into a man, but not the Clint Eastwood man with a really finely trimmed beard. He's turning into a different looking man.
Hey,
Don't tell me it's a
get that
green
stick
man.
out of his belt.
Wait, you mean the wand? Get your terms right, dwarf.
This guy here is not the guy I think. When I hit him with the hammer, it did not feel right. He is too crunchy for the...
What happened to my flying penguin?
There was no...
The druid that mislabels everything and everyone.
He had like a hat of plastic surgery. Like it was just, he just,
Yeah, his face completely changes. It is a human. The hat
Right.
stays the same. It's still sort of a reddish hat with a blue feather in it. He is wearing studded leather armor of expert quality and perhaps magic. It is similar to... It's like studded leather, but it's got acorns as studs instead of metal bits.
Yeah.
He has a wand at his belt. The weapons seem to be the same. A curved dagger.
Okay, we'll pull off the...
We'll take that wand off of him.
pull off the wand, pull off the dagger, pull out the spell component pouch or the...
Yeah, Grizak automatically recognizes a primal spellcaster when he sees one. The studded leather of people.
He talks to Obadiah.
He means Obadiah, but
Obadiah.
I love this
He
guy.
should be waking up. Hello, sir.
Okay, he's at 1 hit point and he is starting to wake up.
Grizak still got his lightning in his hands.
What's
You-
going on?
You don't know what you've done.
You were warned.
You were making a very threatening comment. It was not appreciated.
Bastards, you don't know what you've done.
Well, all right. How about you explain it?
His face twists in horror, and then he just points up at the sky. And you can see something.
Is this some sort of trick? Is this some sort of trick there where we're supposed to look away and he go poof?
He starts running away.
For those that do manage to peek a look over your shoulder, he's not trying to get away. You beat the crap out of him. You do see the silhouette of something large and bird-like slowly flapping its wings, coming from the west towards the town. It kind of dips and bobs a little bit. Its wings are leathery. Its neck is long.
Is it a knowledge arcane?
It's about the
It's
size.
a whale!
It's about
Ah!
it's about the size of a war bowl. It is distinctly lizard-like in appearance. And
How far away is it?
These mammals love to swim. Why it's flying, I'm not sure.
it is flying in using the sun as cover, kind of like the setting sun of the. And it's headed towards the Belheim Commons, and I'm going to put a token on the map.
Who's ready to fight a fucking dragon? That was the manliest way I could say that.
No, it wasn't. I disagree.
Let's.
It sounds like I'm like a. You guys want to go fighting dragon? It's right over there.
About to. Are you really happy adventures came to town?
Whales!
Does it have a specific color?
I don't think that's a whale.
It's going for the water. Look.
No, it is about 200 feet off the ground. It is flying in. Its wings are the color of the setting sun. It's got red scales, a burning hatred in its eyes, and a furnace inside of its gullet. And it is just dipping in towards where the Belheim commons are. And people have
saying that you work for a dragon?
We're gonna go fight a dragon.
He is basically out of this fight. He's not doing anything. You took his components away from him, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So I'm going to replace Angry Man in Hat with Fiery Dragon. And
What was your plan,
no.
sir?
No.
if you want to stand and talk to him, that is a perfect.
No, I need to go punch the dragon in his dragon butthole.
Okay.
With a hammer.
The dragon's perception is plus 14. It rolls an 11.
Okay.
Oh balls.
And I need new initiatives from the group of you.
All right.
I'm also just going to add townsfolk. As they may
Flee, townsfolk, flee!
flee. I'm just going to add them in their own initiative.
9 and 19.
Okay, a 15 for Renee and a 14 for Zira. Or it's a 4 for Zira and a 14.
15 for Renee.
4 for Zira.
We're just filling out our handy little initiative sheet right now. 14 for Zira. There's a whole lot of characters.
I will grab Bardo. Bardo the Powerful. 17 for Bardo.
Okay.
Do you want to take Nibbles?
Mazatec? Nibbles, yeah.
Mazatec is just going with the townsfolk. He's
going to run.
Okay.
You know what? I'll give him his own, but he's not going to do. There are 8 of you. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Mark created 2.
Nibbles.
I originally created 2 DM NPCs when there were like 3 characters. Adam created 2. There is a party of 8 because we wanted to explore
We do
all the different classes in the playtest.
So here's the thing. The last time we got our asses handed to us in a fight, we did burpees to win. It was burpee to win. So we've got burpees.
We are 3rd level? Are we 4th level?
We're 4th level.
Oh, sweet.
What's this third nonsense?
Okay. And Mazatec got us.
Let me just check my characters I've leveled properly.
Yeah.
4th? That looks good. Mars? Yeah, I'm pretty sure for Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, alright. We're good.
The townsfolk haven't quite reacted to the coming of the thing, to the presence of the dragon yet. Although perhaps over by the farm that the dragon is flying above, there are animals that are scurrying, horses that are whinnying, and the people of Belheim Commons, or the people of Belheim, have like clustered all in, packed in. To the commons themselves, as well as the veritable marketplace of.
Don't get breathed on. You all have 8 hit points.
Yeah. This is not good.
If the dragon does 16 damage, they all die.
And might very well explain the look of horror on the druid's face. He knew it was coming.
Was he expecting there to be like a? Was one of the items supposed to be like the anti-dragon ward of doom? What have you done? What do you think we've done?
All right,
Kick
so
away
so Vamaris, you're the first to react to this.
Go get him.
Uh,
We tell him.
catch up to me. How exactly do we see him?
The dragon
How
is
high is he off the ground?
between 100 and 200 feet off the ground. So you're looking above the commons. It's using it from your vantage point or the vantage point of the commons. The draconic thing was flying kind of at the same level as the setting sun, or the sun that's hanging low in the sky. It was using that to approach the town.
Okay, Vamaris is going to run through and warn people.
Okay, so
Dragon! Dragon!
all right, so there's a
Wait,
lot
wait,
of
hold on.
confused looks. Do you want to just give me a charisma roll?
No, I have to.
Are you stopping to yell, or are you just free action yelling as you're moving through the commons?
This is 100. Ooh, I don't want to get caught right in the center of that shit.
At this point, the sheriff had already started walking over, like, to see what was going on. There are people clustered in groups looking at where the fight happened. The auction is kind of put on pause, and then
If they burn down the town, then the house value drops, and we'll get it for cheap.
A dragon approaches! A dragon! And he's pointing to the location of the... Flee! Flee, you mortals.
okay, so the elven monk is calling humans mortals. Got it.
That is weird.
But yelling about the dragon does seem to cause a lot of confusion and a little bit of panic as people are now running to and fro.
Well, Vamaris is an elf doing a Kratos cosplay, right? That is so. It's kind of appropriate.
Yep. When the when the ripjack elf with the beard comes running through yelling dragon and seems to be pointing at it while running towards it, there are lots of people moving in the opposite direction. You notice that a couple wizards are like now muttering spells, have begun to mutter spells. Ziva, what are you doing?
Yo, wizard. Yo, scary wizard man.
Zira.
Do your gerbs. Zira is. Oh no. Go against the flow. Oh, we're so slow. Run right into the place. Get stampeded.
Okay.
Run away.
You're telling people to get out.
There's a dragon. Run. Don't cluster together.
People screaming and grabbing onto each other and running.
No need to push, but run quickly.
Yeah, there are people that are trying to quickly move past you. Fabian just basically, you need to take cover, is what he says to Ziva. I know, but my sister's out there, and they're having a concerned lovers moment.
Dragon!
Yeah, Ziva is going to basically take cover here, and she will cast shield. She'll shield herself for the round. Renee.
Renee, with his 11 damage.
Yeah, I've got 11 damage too.
He looks down, he's looking at this dude.
Yep. He's just lying there. He's got horrible wounds.
You're supposed to fucking punch him. He starts hoofing it. Just hoofing it.
Okay, when you step out of the alleyway, like there are some people that are trying to push by you, and people running and screaming. Other people are now spotting the dragon because everyone's pointing at it. The dragon kind of like lashes out with sort of a hiss. It's more like a hot sword being plunged into water. An apt analogy for Renee, given that he's a blacksmith. You just triple moving.
It's all I could do. If that monk keeps running, he'll be dead before I get there.
Mazatec's like, oh no, this day could not get any worse, no. And he climbs underneath the bleachers to hide. Grizak?
He sees that Renee's messed up. He's gonna move a little bit closer, I believe. See how far you are. Yeah.
Okay, this bearded man says, be careful is what he says to Grizak before you leave. Like he grabs your arm for a moment. Be careful, he says, kind of with a cough of blood. He's coming.
Yeah, he's right over there. Are you fucking blind?
No. That's one of his pets.
Uh-oh. Hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, Grizzak, what are you doing? Does that change what you're gonna do?
No, I'm still gonna move and heal at range. 2 actions to cast heal on Renee.
Okay, he's close enough.
Is it D8 plus 4 now?
Okay, calling upon Obad High, you
think
cast your
it's
healing
a
spell. It's 30 feet.
D8.
Is it not? You don't get the heightened thing, so yeah.
No. It does
plus
heighten, doesn't
ability
it?
Score.
Hmm.
It heightens. You have to if you're prepping it as a spell, you have to prep it in a higher spell slot.
Okay. Well, you got 8.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Townsfolk are panicking, hiding, moving. There are people pushing over carts. There's stuff being destroyed as the crowd is leaving. There are others that are trying to hide under the bleachers. One of the wizards disappears.
Coward!
Oh, son of a bitch.
Get out here and fight.
While others are casting spells to protect themselves and etc. Nibbles is probably moving towards the action. Same with Grinthark. Grinthark's moving towards the action.
No, this is a thing for a giant. The giant goes first. Come on, let the giant come. Out of my way, giant coming.
Oh man, I got a new flanking partner, man. The monk moves really quickly. I gotta hurry up, Renee. You get a little tap from Grinthark as he runs by. He moves 35. Oh man, we're gonna hide under here, man. What's going on?
It takes a moment to hide under the bleachers.
All right, the fire. There's something a little bit odd about this dragon. It's very bestial looking. For some reason, Ziva, you thought that dragons were more intelligent looking. But
Maybe
is
it's
now
feral.
it is now hissing as it is moving forward. Its stride or fly strides or whatever it's called, 60. And then another 60. And then it's descending a little bit and another 60. It's still about 100 feet off the ground as it's flying in towards the Belheim Commons. At this point, it roars at people, and it just seems to take a strange pleasure in causing people to scatter, or it gets excited at seeing all the people scatter. It hasn't quite paid attention to Vimaris yet, because Vimaris hasn't really done anything hostile. You're kind of just a person in the crowd. Vimaris, what are you doing? It's 100 feet off the ground.
I jump. Okay, that's not gonna work.
We can figure out that DC if you need me to.
It is a bigly DC, 4th level character.
But I'm a monk. So it looks like it's gonna land on the roof of this building.
Actually, the furnace in its throat seems to be growing in strength and intensity. It looks like it might spit out fire. Bits of dribbling fire is coming out of each of the sides of its mouth.
It's got a hairball on fire.
Is there a roof to the commons?
Nope. There's a wall.
There's no roof to the commons.
No.
It's a big amphitheater.
Okay.
There may be some sort of like shades that are along the edges, but you could probably stand on the on this wall. You could climb up there if you wanted, if you really wanted to get its attention.
No, I'm 4th. Run! Get away from that roofless building!
It seems really stupid for a dragon. How many legs does it have?
dragon!
It has 2 legs, 2 wings, no foreclaws. It's very serpentine.
What
Okay.
action is it for a knowledge check? Are there reactionary?
I think they are actions for recall knowledge. You could look them up.
Think.
Yeah.
All right, I will look up recall knowledge
Yeah.
because
Vamaris, what are you doing? So you're yelling, free action. What else?
So I'll direct people away. Can I do that as an action or 2 actions? Maybe direct people like,
Yeah.
head into these buildings. You get cover in those buildings now. Go.
You are concerned for the people of this town, which is a goodly thing to do. As you are directing and making noise, let's see. There's a 1 in 6 chance the dragon actually, like, you clear. 1 in 3. If I roll a 1, you've cleared enough of the people that you are now standing alone, and you're going to attract the attention of the dumb dragon. Nope, the dragon's still flying forward. There's too much screaming, too much going on. It looks excited. Zero, what are you doing? You're also kind of in the middle of people trying to rush out, but you're the one standing against the grain and looking up at it. Instinctually, your hand goes to your holy symbol. You pray quickly
sit
to your
there.
goddess.
Ooh, we got this thing. We are going to.
You notice Nilo Genser looking at you from the bleachers, like he's not standing out in the middle of there, despite being a priest. The old widow has just simply stood up and is looking. She doesn't look like she's afraid.
Let's just see what remove. I think remove fear has like a very limited number of people I can do it to. Second circle spell, remove fear. Single creature. That's okay.
Useless. Got it.
We're gonna cast a. Ooh. It seems like a big stupid thing. Cast a light spell?
Okay.
See if we can attract its gaze.
There's all sorts of tipped over things from the auction. What are you casting the light spell on?
We're gonna cast it on something that might be confused as treasure. Like a.
Okay, there's a bronze chamber pot.
That's perfect. We're gonna make a bronze chamber pot.
Right. So
Perfect.
there's a big light spell at the center of the bronze chamber pot. The creature is now looking at where the magic is cast, and you are standing at the center of a shitstorm. Pun intended.
I am then going to pick up the chamber pot.
Okay. You hold up this bronze chamber pot. It might be a plant potter or something, like that. But you're just
It's a
holding it up.
poopy potter.
Yep. Fabian. Why would you ever attract his attention? Are we fighting it? He runs past Renee. He's going to start playing his flute, granting bard song. I think there's a range to this.
All right. Inspire.
Excuse me.
Competence. Inspire. Why do you use the word inspire courage? All right. Where does this get described? God.
What are you doing? Ziva's going to run out towards you, you being her sister, Zira. And she is going to cast a spell, which she likely should cast on herself instead. But she sees you at the center of it, and for a brief moment... Oh, she didn't take that spell.
60 feet.
Shit.
60 feet verbal casting. One action.
I thought she took resist energy. She did not. What are you doing? She yells from way back here. She's going to take a step action and then unleash a 2 magic missile towards the thing.
In range, because I think magic missile got its range nerfed.
Did it get its range nerfed?
I think it's 100-foot range, 120 feet.
Oh, she has to go really farther in. Never mind. She is going to take cover. That's what she yells as she runs by, and she's going to go under the bleachers.
Man.
Renee, swearing in his natural tongue, strides forward in his medium armor.
In his medium armor, his scale mail.
Okay.
He's gonna stand in front of Zira.
Standing in front of the priestess as he
Put
was
up
hired
his
to do.
shield, because
All right.
this is gonna suck.
The thing almost for a brief moment squawked like a bird, but it did kind of turn into a scary draconic sound afterwards. Mazathic is, no, no, do not make light, it will come closer, no. He's just not cheering you on from under the bleachers. Grizak, who has the only knowledge that is useful from the down druid.
That's only a pet. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Give me that hat.
Actually, Grizak's gonna summon. He's gonna cast a Phantom Steed.
Wow, you guys and your new spells. I know what it does in Pathfinder land. I don't know what it does in this one.
Well, this is a cool one. Lasts for 8 hours. Moves 60 feet. And yeah, basically all-terrain vehicle.
All right, what is the casting time of this? How many actions?
Is it like a 10-minute cast? Because most of the 8-hour spells are like that.
That's a very good question, because that shit did not cross my mind. Phantom Steed, 10 minutes! Yay!
All right, I'm just going to move the
not
spectral
casting
horse
that.
off to the side.
Yeah.
You're like, you thought for a
That's not
moment
gonna
that you wanted a spell. You're like,
All right, wait a minute. I'm gonna need more of fuck. Give me that hat.
Sparky gives you a little zat to your forehead where you're standing there thinking, and there's a bunch of electricity pointing at the dragon.
Yeah. Grizak's going to move behind the wall.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I can't make it. Well, 3 actions. There we go.
All right, you triple move. Sparky just orbiting your head.
Yeah,
The townsfolk are panicking and running to and fro. There's the ones on this side are running away from the dragon.
I want to yell at them.
That's only a pet. There's something bigger coming. There's something bigger coming. Obadiah, help me.
Yeah, we see it. It's in front of us.
No, that's a pet, stupid. There's something bigger. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Grizak's gotta live.
All right, Nibbles.
Let's get the hell out of here. Nibbles is going to
Nibbles.
ready an attack if it lands somewhere.
The thing is, he wants to get within 40 feet of it, which means he needs to be.
Flying.
No, he's good. I think he delays.
Yeah, he's got
I
nothing
think
to
he
do right
wants
now.
the dragon to sort of attack the Renee and then sort of run up and smack it with an axe.
Okay,
Yeah.
Grinthark is going to basically take cover under the bleachers on this side. So he's basically under the bleachers. He spends the rest of his actions pulling out another dagger, and he's got 2 daggers in his hands. At the end of the round, the druid, who had his hat stolen,
Give it Suppiku.
And his spell components.
he's got 1 hit point. He's gonna stand from prone,
Yeah, start walking away.
start limping away.
Go get him, Sheriff Garrigus. You gotta do something. Go arrest him.
there's chaos as hundreds of people are running around as a dragon is descending upon the commons. The fiery dragon. Okay, what is the range of its nice hot breath?
I'll be back in a second.
How far away can I shoot this thing?
Excuse me?
15 feet. Must be on ground.
The attack has a range of 180 feet. So it is not, as perhaps depicted in some paintings that you saw, a cone or a line, but it basically shoots a nugget of fire, which is going straight in towards where the light is and where Renee is and where Zira is, and it blossoms into a wonderful orange-red ball of fire.
Oh shit, it's casting tornadoes!
The fire does 21 points of damage. And the DC for the reflex save is 18.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Zira makes it.
Okay, so you take half, so that becomes 11.
Okay, if you could add that to the token, that would be amazing.
Oh, I got that.
All right. No. Sorry, I'm out putting the item bonus on my saving throws. Allez, de Chevalier. 21. Hey.
Okay, so he takes half.
All right.
Done.
All right, the silver lining of getting blasted by the fiery explosion is that with a light spell distracting it and with your actions taken to have people run, you're pretty sure that no one else was injured.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yay!
And the dragon is now looking in towards all of you. It's spitting fire. Let me just quickly check to see how many actions that was.
So can it hover?
Now, it spat fire, and then it's continuing to descend. So it is moving 60 feet, 50 feet, and 50 feet down. So it is 50 feet off the ground, headed straight in towards Renee and Zira. It's kind of happily bobbing as it's looking around at all the tasty things to eat. But you, guarding the treasure, maybe it's smart, but it's not...
It's a stupid kind of
It's
smart.
not saying anything. Vamaris, you've run out into the middle of this road, and
Damn dragons!
people have scattered. The dragon is still not close enough to attack.
Where are the treasures? Where are the things that people were
There
buying?
were a lot of things sitting on these on these tables. A lot of it has already been sold and moved. The treasures are like in a 300-foot radius around the commons.
Right.
You see someone had one of the paintings that is lying in the grass in front of you. It was a painting of a desert landscape.
Okay. I do not have anything of range. I will be... Nothing's descending, eh? Okay, so I'll get into range.
Okay, you run underneath the shadow of the dragon.
Land, you son of a bitch. There we go.
Zira.
And if it comes close to me, I'll ready a flurry.
Zira
You can't.
is...
Flurry is a single action, so I guess
single
you could
action.
Wow.
That's pretty powerful right there.
I think you double moved there, so I don't think you have
Yes.
a ready left.
The ready takes 2 actions.
In that case... Oh, fuck. I was over here? That stunt I did was about 90 feet. But where was I about here? Can't you undo a move? I'll undo... Is it edit undo?
No, you can't undo moves.
Frick. Right, we need a new application.
So you move at 50, so 50 puts you here.
So I can't do it anyways. Okay, I'll just get into... it'll put me in a range. This puts me in range anyways. In here, if anything comes close to me that is threatening me or the regular or other people, I will flurry it.
Okay.
I don't think you have enough actions.
I moved once. So I have 2 actions left, and it's 1 action to activate.
And you can, so you can use 2
Okay,
actions.
one action to ready, and then the 1 action is your action that
Yeah.
you've readied. Okay. All right. So you're readying to attack. You're still in your tiger stance, or have you put that up yet?
Well, yeah, I'm still tiger. I haven't.
It's a new initiative, so you got to reinitiate your stance.
Oh, in that case, I have to jump into tiger stance again.
Okay. All right. Fabian is continuing to play his bardic music. Ziva is hiding in the bleachers. She can now see the dragon. She is now going to cast a spell which launches 3 magic missiles into its under side, doing 9 points of damage to the dragon.
Good girl. Varnaz.
It flinched at that, and it's now looking around, almost like it's curious about what happened. Growls. Renee?
Renee is going to... I think we missed Zira.
Sure.
Zira will... think... We're gonna need all the hit points we could get. She will spend a 3-round heal to just do an AoE heal to get whomever was got in the bad part.
Yep.
And it now does
You channel silvery light, and a bunch of you are healed.
13 healing in the radius.
Nice. Renee has 1 damage left, 1 damage, and Zira is completely healed.
And she did her heat channel.
Mazatec is just hiding under the bleachers. He may have pulled something out into his hands. You don't know. Grizak.
Can I hit that thing from here? How far is it away from Grizak? Is it 90 feet away?
It is 40 feet away, and so 40 feet away from you, and
50 up.
and 50 up. So it's more like
36.
It's more
so
like
it is,
55 feet away. You can't see it. You are right against a stone wall.
I
that's at least-
5 foot step back, and it's 60 feet away.
You still can't see it.
We brushed over Renee's action. Renee's action is to ready an action and raise shield, ready to whack it.
Okay.
Yeah. Receive the charge.
Okay, so Grizak gets Grizak will do his move.
Yep.
You got 20 feet. I'll go over here. I can see it from here.
Yeah, you can see it now.
60 feet away.
It is 50 feet away and 50 feet up.
50-50,
So about 60.
I can move in if I have to.
Square root of 5,000.
Yeah. So I was here. I go like shit. That. This. I can get to it
70
there.
feet. Interesting.
I can get to here.
You have to
That-
get closer. There you go.
There I
Get
can
that
do it.
fireball formation.
Yeah, I know. There.
More light.
Let's hit that thing.
What are you hitting it with?
This is my Ray of Frost.
Firebrand. No, Ray of Frost.
Nice.
So
Ray of Frost is
range
probably a
10.
really good call if I understand how weaknesses work.
Okay.
Range
Its
20
attack
feet.
is 17.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Touch AC being high is an interesting thing now.
Ooh.
Crit.
Critical hit.
Does this thing now has like frost bleed or some nonsense?
No, but you do additional damage because it has a weakness.
So Frost, Ray of Frost. Give me a sec because this has
Is
a
that
crit.
additional damage multiplied on crit?
I don't think so. I think that's what we ruled last time when we didn't look it up.
Okay.
Ray of Frost. The cold increases. So it's a D8 plus my that. There
Plus
is no
10
crit.
for the
Double damage on a crit.
Because I think it reads whenever you take damage of this type, you take an additional 5 damage. So the whole crit damage is all together.
So is it 5 or is it
it's 5.
okay? So you do
So
2d8 plus 8 plus 5.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know that the Bard song helps with spells.
Attack roll maybe.
Okay. 16 damage.
All right, so
'cause
Grizak comes
fuck
around the corner
me.
and calls upon the wintry might of Obed High, and an icicle like beam goes flying out of him and sort of traces along the dragon. The dragon howls and is angry and now has his target. as you're waving, as you're crisscrossing this.
This wasn't the plan.
Light blue beam into its face for a 16 points of damage. Yeah, it's pissed. It is not bloodied, which is the only roll we took from. Townsfolk are either hiding in place or running.
Remember me well.
Sparky is with you. Nibbles still delaying.
Nibbles. Come to dragon Nibbles. Nibbles.
Nibbles with his oversized axe, the really wrinkly goblin barbarian. I think Grinthark likes your idea and is just going to delay as well.
Can't get here.
He wants to get in there.
Down here.
Asmerkel is taking this opportunity to just leave.
Okay,
Oh,
you
that guy,
stupid. You're sacrificing your animal companion, you coward. You tricked us.
Let's get the hell out of here before it kills me.
The fiery dragon comes flying over Renee. Unfortunately, it doesn't come within in reach and lands hard right in front of Grizak. It's stupid. It puts itself into a flanking position with Zira if she's got a weapon out, if she's threatening. But it lands hard and now is going to bite Grizak.
I think everybody threatens all the time because unarmed strikes threaten.
Oh, okay.
So,
But it's going to bite Grizak with its flaming jaws.
Oh no. Oh.
AC 18.
Yeah, Grizak did not put his shield up.
Grizak gets hit by AC 18?
Hold on. No, AC 19. Dex level 4, item 4.
Right, you're
19.
we put magic armor on you and you
magic
level.
armor.
Okay. It is going to attack with its jaws again.
No.
Its jaws do a lot of damage.
No. No. Man.
AC 14. Come on.
This thing's the worst.
It is like every time its mouth opens, it's like there's a furnace that's trying to get out and out into your beard. Like it's choking up molten
think
spittle.
The delayers are ready to.
The delayers are going to go. So Nibbles is the first one that delayed. So his action goes now.
Nibbles is going to
so
come over here and
Nibbles-
rage and swing.
It's like Nibbles rolled a 19. Let's just reorder that. And then Grinthark is delaying. And it's like he rolled a 17.
And Nibbles is raging 8 due to sluggish. Rage just as damage. Yes, it is. Okay.
So rage, move, and strike.
Yep. AC 20.
It has
Flank.
an AC of 20.
And it's flanked. Okay, so 2d12s plus 14. Now, I want to check this. Bard Song has the damage, I think.
Yep. I just don't know
Okay.
if it's the same type as his rage. That's the part that I don't know.
Oh.
Because they've collapsed a lot of the damage types. That's okay. I'll just give the dragon a few extra points.
I don't know.
Add it together for now, and we can look it up later.
Conditional. It's a conditional. 37 damage.
Okay, with your oversized magical axe, it comes swinging in. The dragon's kind of like following it, and then the axe he was following the arc, and the axe, clang! The dragon actually fell off to its side, snorted fire all over Grizak, that Grizak kind of stumbled back from. One of the paintings that hasn't been sold yet is starting to burn. Grizak, it's your painting, the painting of the fruit.
You son of a bitch!
37 damage is significant. 50, 62, and The dragon is not bloodied.
Give it a hit point back.
They're the same bonus.
It's a conditional.
Okay. Grinthark is now going to come rushing in. He's got to get out. And he has 35 feet of movement. I think he's got 40. He puts himself into a flanking position. He then is going to stab. Give me a attack roll at +9 with his dagger.
AC 27.
This thing's AC is 20, which drops to 18.
He didn't miss, so I can't.
Wait, Lady
Yeah.
Luck.
I can't. He didn't miss.
Unless you have the other luck power that allows you to roll twice, but I don't think you want
I
to roll
think
twice on an 18. So...
Well, no. Also, it's me.
Oh, it's just you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a D4 plus 4 plus 1d6.
The question about the +9 had the Bard song, yeah.
Plus 10 with. Give me a second. Did Lucas
He's supposed
just,
to have a.
Did Lucas just make
didn't-
Grinthark crit?
Yeah, he usually has a +9. Why didn't we add the Bard
He's
song
got a
in?
+10, and the thing is flat-footed, so his AC drops to 18. So Lucas, I just think helped us.
He
crit.
got a Lucas got a hero point.
Math. All right. And his damage is 2d4 because it's a magical dagger. So this is now 4d4 plus 8 plus 1d6 sneak attack. And let me just double check his sneak attack powers because he got some shit last level and I don't know.
Is he only
what it is.
1d6 or is he at 2d6?
It is a slower progression for sneak attack. Yep.
So where do rogues buff? Where are they buffed?
They get dex to damage.
Oh, okay, I don't understand.
Yep. So 4d4 plus 8 plus 1d6 sneak.
22 damage.
Okay, so he buries this dagger into its leathery
Starts
hide.
sideways.
Renee is also like, aren't dragons supposed like swords break against dragon scale, and you just see Grinthark stabbing it and plunging his dagger in.
Do you guys think this is really a dragon or just a big fire lizard?
Vimaris. It is on,
Get in.
it
Get
is on
in
the
there.
ground. You're in your tiger stance, which is fun to do.
Oh, I can't get a flank. I can't get a flank, right?
Nope.
Don't worry, Renee will get you a flank. Just get into a position. Thank you, because you're about to stop at one where I'll be like, just
Yeah.
run all the way around this fucking dragon.
Do I have to be? It doesn't matter. I think I have to be here for you, right?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't have to be. Okay, good.
Okay, you come running in. It's snapping and trying to bite. Its tail looks like it's also a weapon. It's
+1 damage, +1 to hit.
slapping at others as it's
Plus 1
turning
hit.
around trying to find someone to kill.
Oh, I missed.
Yep, its wing kind of buffets in and pulls back as
He
you're.
missed by one,
He missed
but
by
I think
one.
the Bard song is
A conditional bonus.
a conditional bonus, and my bit of luck, I believe, is also a conditional bonus.
Wait, hold on. Isn't it? No. I don't have a flank. It's 20. The 19 is a miss. The 17 is a complete miss. So both of them miss.
It's the bit of luck if did not benefit from a conditional bonus. So anybody who's been Bard song that can't get bit of luck.
No, all miss.
Okay, it kind of buffets you back with its wing and keeps you at bay. Nibbles. Wait, no, he took his
A delay.
0.
Zira is going to
Get the fuck out of there.
command the dragon. Does it seem to understand language? I don't know. We're gonna cast fear on it. We're gonna go boo.
Okay. What do I have to roll?
It's a wisdom save, I think. We'll save.
Is there a minimum intelligence or any gunk like that?
Give me a second. Apparently there are more spells that start with E than I thought there was. I will use the search feature.
It gets a 21 on its will save.
Okay. It is Frightened 1.
Okay, if you could tell me what that does. And for how long.
Frightened 1 for...
It rears up as you're pointing at it.
Let me just check. Because I think the Frightened 1 means it ticks down by 1 every round. But
So it was auto frightened?
no, it could have critically succeeded.
Okay.
On a critical success, you are not frightened. I think Frightened 1 is just a -1 on all of its stuff.
Conditional penalty equal to the value on your checks and saving throws.
And does it go down by 1 each round?
At the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1.
There, that's the part.
Okay, so it was unnerved by you calling out to your goddess and pointing at it.
And then I want to make a shield spell. Woo!
Alright.
Yeah.
Fabian continues his bard song. Ziva.
Does he want to do a... I guess he'll move over a little bit. Move, bard song, and then next round he can use his cantrips.
Sure. Ziva, does fear stack?
Let's take a look at fear. I believe it would. But I don't have nothing to... I'm still looking for this. Condition, page 322.
Ah, never mind. She's gonna full magic missile the thing.
Yeah.
Be a blaster.
Hey, blaster, do your
Sorcerer.
blaster.
Okay, 3 magic missiles go flying out of the bleachers into the fiery dragon's side for a 10 damage. The thing is looking really hurt at this point. It landed and missed. It's not going to get its turn again, I don't think. Renee.
Well, then... and it doesn't say under... It might be under conditions for the whole does it stack thing. We're going to wander over here and beat the crap out of the dragon a couple of times. Whap, whap. The dragon is bloodied?
Dragon is bloody.
Okay. AC 25.
Yeah, you hit it solidly in the side. You hear a swift crack.
AC 9.
AC 9 is a miss.
17 damage.
Missed by 1.
Ooh, this is with the hammer.
Oh wait, that's
damage.
It's 1 hit. Yeah.
Magic hammer.
Looking really hurt. Mazethek just fretting from underneath the bleachers. Grizak.
Let's try the ice. So wait, no. Let's do electrical charge. See how that goes. Give me a reflex save of 19.
Okay, calling upon Obed High, you conjure up a bunch of electricity. Are you using
Yeah, Sparky.
Sparky to boost your spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
90. So DC is 19.
This is a reflex save.
Yeah.
Oh, -1 for its fear, so 15.
Sweet. D6 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it turned to look at Zira and then got zapped from behind by Grizak.
10 damage.
Holy shit. Okay. Townsfolk. Oh, it survived. It survived for another turn. Oh.
Yeah, this is bad.
Who did damage to me, you fucks?
Anybody?
I think it's this Nibbles guy with the massive axe. That hurt a lot. And
No.
it's going to try to bite Nibbles.
No.
At -1 because of its fear.
Boo.
AC 26.
Farmer Nibbles has an AC of 18.
Okay, not a critical. Not a critical. So D8 plus, or sorry, D10 plus 8 for the bite, plus 2d6 fire. The dragon's bite does 16 damage on Nibbles.
Okay, and 7 of that gets absorbed by the temporary hit points from being really
and then
angry.
then its tail flicks in.
Oh. No.
For a bludgeoning whip. -5 for it being a second attack. Now I have to look up for